stop being temperamental. It's not going to hurt you to carry a few provisions for us.
You've got Addison. Let the jackass carry the stuff.
Don't you know that superstition is based on ignorance?
So I'm stupid, but I'm alive.
Ed, you're behaving like a child. Now, there is nothing that... What's my shoe doing nailed over your door?
I put it there for good luck.
Now, in the morning, I'll wake you up, I'll feed you, I'll put you in your little trailer, I'll hitch you to the car, and then we're off.
Off a cliff. Wilbur.
What is it?
I smell a rhinoceros.
Where? Point, Ed, point. Rhinoceros?
Yeah.
Ed, rhinoceros are found only in Africa.
He could be visiting a relative.
Oh, Ed.
It's only a couple of hours by jet.
You know, Ed, you are acting like a coward. If there's anything I cannot stand...
Wilbur, stop hanging on my neck. Us cowards like to run light. Doesn't it bother you that you've got a jinxed horse who may drag you down with him?
Poppycock.
No, Pisces.
Oh, boy, I've waited a whole year for this moment. Hundreds of them. Oh, boy, I can't miss this time.
Boy, did I have a job getting this ketchup over me. If this dying routine works, I may get home safe before my luck runs out. Here he comes. I wonder where he can be hiding the carrots. No. They gotta be here somewhere.
Ed!
Uh-oh.
And look, you're not going to get any more carrots until you clean this place up. Now get going.
You're awful mean to me these days.
Just you get in there and clean it up.
From sun up to sundown, a horse's work is never done.
Get your work done, clean it up. Are you in?
Here comes another lecture on neatness.
Ed, where have you... Oh, no. Ed, look at yourself.
Revolting, huh?
Oh, yes, Mr. Carmichael. Good. The sooner the better. What time can you drop by tomorrow? 4 will be fine. That's 17230 Valley Spring. Goodbye.
Hey, Harry.
I'll get the trunk.
Come on.
Hey, Wilbur, how do you like this trick?
Well, I didn't know you could balance a ball. That's very good. Take a bow, Ed. You should try to like Addison. After all, he's our neighbor.
I would like him, Wilbur, except for one thing.
What's that?
I hate him.
That's one of the rules of civilization. I mean, what are we, animals?
Well, speaking as a horse.
Be quiet and listen. Do I have your solemn word?
Calling about my horse. He's had hiccups all night, and I'm wondering what I should do for him. You'll want to give him a shot. Sorry, wrong number.
Don't turn around, Ed.
I won't.
How do you feel?
I thought you shot me.
Nobody's ever gonna hurt you, Ed.
I'll shoot that horse. I'll kill him.
They never tied the knot that this horse can't untie. Yeah.
Price of admission is 25 cents. Kids are a dime or $1.20 a day. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let me call your attention to these comic cats.
2 tickets, please.
These girls, how many, sir?
2.
Yeah.
What are you up to now?
Just having fun.
You would have made a good Pony Express horse. You're built for it.
You really think so, Wilbur?
Sure. You got the bags under your eyes and the pouch under your tummy. See? Oh, no.
May I say something in my defense?
All right. Let's hear it. Why do you think you're privileged to mail other people's letters?
Where are we now, Wilbur?
We're in my office.
And what's your last name?
Post.
So what does that make this?
A post op. Oh, no.
He doesn't mean it. He'd sell his wife before he'd sell me. And I bet he wouldn't get as much for her either.
And what have you learned?
I learned when you stand in the corner, you get splinters in your nose.
Turn around now.
I can't.
What's wrong?
My feet fell asleep. And when you have 4 feet sleeping, you have got yourself a slumber party. Oh, I think I got myself a Charlie people.
Charlie people?
People get Charlie horses. Horses get Charlie people.
I had some letters down here. You know what happened to them?
Why, yeah, I mailed them. Anything important?
Well, one of them was very important, especially to you. See, I accepted Jim Gallagher's offer to buy you.
Holy cow, I sold myself. Oh, Wilbur, how could you sell your little horsey? How can you sleep tonight?
Good night, little horsey.
Oh, I mailed it all right.
Well, then you mean you got the letter back?
Better than that. I got the mailbox back.
You didn't?
That's not a piggy bank behind you.
Oh, no! Oh, look! Stealing a government mailbox, this is a federal offense.
But that letter you sent...
That letter was a blank. I was just trying to scare you so you'd get off that Pony Express kick.
Oh, let's go.
Give me a hand, come on.
I haven't got a hand.
Oh, don't be funny.
I wouldn't worry about the mailman if I were you, Wilbur.
Why not?
'Cause there's a cop coming.
No, Ed. I don't think I could ever sell you.
How about if somebody offered you $1 million for me?
The answer would still be no. Then I would go see a psychiatrist and find out why.
May I come in?
You can't come into the house.
Not even if I wipe my feet on the mat? Why not? I let you in my barn.
All right. What is it you want?
Contact lenses.
You go back to the barn before Carol sees you here. She'll blow her top.
Now, wait. Just one question before you close the door.
What?
May I come in?
No.
Will you buy me contact lenses? If it's the money, I'm sure the SPCA will kick in half.
Ed, I told you to go to the barn.
But without my glasses, I can't finish my spy story.
What do you think?
I think I look like a dignified professional jackass.
What do you think?
They'll look adorable with my high heels.
Get me those contact lenses or there'll be trouble. Can't scare me with those threats.
Scare you with what?
Nothing.
Why, it...
Because my eyes are getting worse, I can't see a thing around the barn.
Then how did you find the phone?
I dialed information and asked her where it was.
Followed all day. Wilbur! Mr. Ed just bumped into a tree.
Just ignore him. Pay no attention to him.
Wilbur! Ed just tripped over the garden hose.
It's just an act. Don't pick him up.
Don't pick him up. Wilbur, what's wrong with Ed?
There's nothing wrong with him. He's just a spoiled horse trying to get his own way. Now ignore him. Eat. Okay. So he walked through the fence. That does not mean he's nearsighted. Oh, hi, Gordon. Well, it's a little hard to explain, but just ignore him.
Just ignore him? How can I ignore a horse who's trying to sit in my lap?
What happened? First he nodded and then he shook his head. What does that mean?
Well, the nod means that he saw the letter, and the shake means there was a fly on his nose. I told you he'd let you know.
How about getting me a monocle?
Finishing up their road trip here in Candlestick Park, and they'll be home Tuesday night with plenty of good...
There. I'm through. I'm gonna switch my affection to another team. That's where you belong, you bums.
I was able to get down here after all.
Who are you? What's he doing here?
You think he can stay? I mean, I sort of carry him around like a good luck charm.
Wouldn't a rabbit's foot be more convenient?
Ed wants to make a fool of himself. It's okay with me.
All right. Sandy, nice and easy, huh, buddy? Okay, John.
Did you see that? I don't believe it. You. Oh, you win again.
Naturally.
Of all the people on Earth, you picked me to talk to. How come?
Well, I got tired of talking to parrots, and you were the next move up.
I'll take that as a compliment.
If it makes you feel better. Hey, what about our book? Inside Mr. Red. That reminds me, I'm hungry.
How does hay taste to a horse?
Well, it tastes terrible.
It does? Why are you eating it?
Well, I don't see you offering me pizza. Lovely. Next question, please.
Horses always seem to know where they're going. How come they never get lost?
Well, for one thing, because they don't stop to ask stupid pedestrians.
Go on away. You're going to get me into trouble. Go on. Get out of here.
Want to know why a horse turns his ears out?
Ed. Come here. Why does a horse turn his ears out?
So we can pick up sound waves from any direction.
No kidding.
Right now, I'm tuned into Mexico. I got a bet riding on a highlight game.
Now what do I do?
Gallop around the room, and as you make the turns, stick your tail out in the opposite direction to give you balance. Get it? Wilbur Post, you will now become a member of the Horses of the World. Okay, fellas. Now, all together. For he's a jolly good horsey. For he's a jolly good horsey. For he's a... Come on, everybody. For he's a jolly good horsey.
How were you able to work all night with that horse around?
Oh, he was no trouble at all. Huh, never heard a peep out of him.
Be don't put desperate traps and all.
Yes, this one, Wilbur. I got 1,000,000 of them. I got 1,000,000. How about this one, Wilbur?
Ed, please, I'm trying to work.
I'd like to give an imitation of George Burns, but I can't talk like him.
Why did you stop?
I think my battery went dead.
You've been dogging it ever since we left the house. Don't you feel all right?
Physically, yes. Mentally, I'm a wreck.
You in love?
No, I'm in hate.
Ed, I want to have a talk with you.
Oh, bravo.
Ed, that's the meanest thing you ever did. Ed, where are you?
It's hard to hide when you're a horse.
Ed, I know you're around here somewhere.
It's my move. Uh-oh. When I spread the word, there won't be a horse in town that'll carry Wilbur. I'm calling a horse strike.
Thanks. Why, you're as smart as I am. Let's face it, you're smarter. Oh, boy, what a horse. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Am I holding you too tight? Nothing. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1. Getting it.
Happy birthday, buddy boy. That's beautiful, Herbert. When Wilbur sees this, he'll let you stay. Now keep it up. Don't lose your nerve. You wouldn't hit a woman, would you?
Ed, where are the Benson plans?
You know the book Inside Europe?
Yes.
Well, the plans are inside Herbert.
Ed! Ed? 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 That goat goes to the animal shelter.
You promise not to change your mind?
Why should I change my mind?
For one thing, Herbert's eating your coat.
This looks so good, I'm gonna take a bite myself. What happened to your hunger strike?
Nothing. I just broke for lunch.
Hey, where are you?
Up here, on the barn roof.
Stop kidding around.
Up here.
How did you get up there?
Fear. And that's what's going to keep me up here.
You know, if you'd behaved yourself, it would have been all over now. You wouldn't have felt a thing. As it is, you're just going to have to go on suffering. And if it starts bothering you again, don't come to me looking for sympathy, because you're not going to get any. Now, what style would you call that? Swedish modern? French provincial? Yeah. I think it's Palomino chicken. What do you say, Ed?
You're right. It's Palomino chicken.
Oh, now get him out of here.
Jay, this horse is suffering. Are you going to deny him medical attention because of a mere accident of birth?
I'll hold it right there. There. Now that should do it. Get it out of there. Thank you. Well, I'll just have this developed to be a right... Oh, what am I doing? I'll be back.
Quiet. Don't shoot. Huh? They put me through a lot of tests, but there's nothing wrong with me.
Oh, no. Let's face it, Wilbur. You're a bit eccentric.
Eccentric?
Oh, yeah. What man talks to a horse?
I suppose you're so normal, huh? What horse talks to a man?
Yeah, I guess we're just a couple of kooks, huh? The page won't turn. My nose is too dry. There.
Ed, for heaven's sake, what happened?
Nothing if I stay indoors today.
Come on. Ed. You loosened them, didn't you? Ed, what happened?
It's a Fink Jinx sent here to get me. Oh, Wilbur, I'm not long for this world. You know why this one got kicked out of his union? 'Cause he's a Fink Jinx.
All right, Ed. What do you want me to do?
Drive a stake through his heart and bury him.
I'm looking at the Munsters too much. And they made her do all the work around the house.
But she went to the ball anyway, and the prince married her later. And I'm not sleeping in any barn with a Jinx Fink. What? Help! It's you, Wilbur. If you had a dog, you'd let him sleep in the house, wouldn't you?
A dog is different. A dog is a household pet.
Well, call me Rover and wake me at 8. Wilbur, I have never lied to you, have I?
No? And you're asking me to believe you now?
No, I'm asking permission to lie just this once.
Boy, look at you. I bet you're the first frog horse. How do you feel?
Like a wet frog.
Gesundheit.
Donkey Shane. And get me some flu shots. I wonder why Wilbur's making me stay outside the barn. Think I'll take a peek, see what he's up to. I don't mind a fella keeping secrets from his wife, but he should tell his horse everything.
Portrait of Carol, huh?
What are we waiting for, Wilbur? Let's call the Louvre in Paris. My painting can go right next to Whistler's mother.
You mean behind it?
She's what we artists call schmaltzy. You know, the strong peasant type.
You see Carol as a peasant?
No question about it, Wilbur. She could pull plows. If you have followed these instructions, your tent will now be ready to be occupied.
Ed, I got a feeling you purposely goofed me up.
And I've got a feeling you're right.
Someone else is having a good laugh, too.
Who can that be?
You kids all stay here. I'll see who that is. No, I should have known it was you. You stole our clothes, huh?
Behind that tree, ma'am.
Look, I haven't got time to talk to you now, but when we get home, I'm going to teach you the lesson of your life.
I'm really in for it.
Well, we did it, Ed.
What do you mean, did it? I've never been in worse trouble.
That was the idea.
I'm a bad horse. I'm a bad horse. I'm a bad horse. I'm a bad horse. Okay, I'm finished, Wilbur.
Ed, I don't know what gets into you sometimes.
You shouldn't blame me, Wilbur. The devil gave me those ideas.
Ed, don't be silly. There's no such thing as a devil. Who says?
Ah, algebra. Where would Elvis Presley be if he wasted his time with algebra?
Well, he might have become a college professor.
He'd look pretty silly twisting in his black robe.
Ed, you'll kill yourself. Get off that skateboard. Woo! Ed, look out! Ed, what are you, some kind of nut?
I was doing great till I tried standing on my head.
Matter, fella, you tired?
It's fun being a teenager, but the hours kill you. That cat's gonna take up all of Wilbur's time. I'll wind up talking to myself. Like I'm doing now. How can Wilbur waste his time with that mangy cat when he's got such a beautiful horse? Help! Wildcat loose! What's the use? She's got the stronger mind. Let her hypnotize the other end. If I can get her near my hind legs, I can drop kick her through the window. Jump down on the floor, cat. Hey, help! Wildcat, horse killer, Wilbur! Wilbur, will you do me a favor?
Okay, Ed, what is it?
While you were at the butcher's, pick me up 4 pounds of chicken giblets.
4 pounds of chicken giblets?
Make it 5. I'm starved.
Meow. Are you out of your mind?
I'm your little pussycat.
You get back in the barn before Carol comes home.
It's me in your arms, Daddy.
No, Ed. Don't jump. No.
Here I come.
Ed. No, Ed.
I brought you a few little gifts, Wilbur.
Get well, Clancy, from the boys at Plumber's Local 7. Where did you get this?
I swiped it from the next room.
Ed, you didn't. For you, my love, there'll be no other. Congratulations, little mother.
I hope you name it after me, Wilbur.
Do as I say, there is no horse in that bathroom.
There is no horse in that bathroom.
Once again, there is no horse in that bathroom.